Hello, Shabbat Shalom. This is Mama Sia.
And Papa Sia.
Hanging from the background. This is Get Your Life Lesson. Papa Sia is going to give his 2 cents, add his little 2 cents from off camera today. If you watch the Shabbat Shalom Bible study, you know that our basement is flooded, and every basement in this neighborhood is flooded today. So he's been busy cleaning that up, dealing with all that water and stuff. So he's gonna just add his 2 cents from the background, and Mama Sia gonna ride solo with her pick, just me on the screen today. Today, our life lesson is going to be trust Yah through all trials and tribulations. Trust Him. We are going through it today with the flood. We wake up to a good 6 inches worth of water in our basement. Now, mind you, the basement is fully furnished. There's a living room area. There's a kitchen, dining room kind of area. There's a little bar area. There's a bathroom. There's a bedroom. There's a laundry room. It's all underwater. I just bought a brand new sectional that ain't even 30 days old. Today is the 26th. I bought it on the 3rd. It's water. What? The water that came up on my brand new sectional. Got all kind of antiques downstairs in my basement. The water that came up on that in my little fireplaces. You know how you buy them little fake fireplaces. Got some of those down there. My space heater, all underwater. Brand new fan I just bought. It was just floating on the water. I had to put my boots that come up to my knees on to go downstairs in the basement. That's how much water. I have a little place where I make candy arrangements and flower arrangements, and I'm gonna say, is this accurate, Papa? You think this about this much water?
Yep, that's right.
We got about this much water in the basement on the floor. The little rugs and the little mats that we had on the floor, they was just floating, child. They was just really. It's like a little magic carpet. You step on it. I mean, it's floating in there. Brand new couch. Just paid $1,000 for this couch. That water reached that couch and it came about this deep on top, up above my couch. So it was sitting on legs, and the legs is about this big. So the water surpassed that and went about this much up on my brand new couch. My entertainment stands, my antiques, stereos, tables. Trust Yah through the storms. Trust Yah through the trials and tribulations. They're going to come. He said, man born of a woman, day's going to be full of trouble. But trust him. He said, I'll deliver you. The afflictions of the righteous is going to be many, but I will deliver you from each and every one of them. Trust Yah through it all. The devil tried to tell us, well, you know what, y'all dealing with this water all day. You're tired. I mean, we can't even turn the air on. It's very hot. Because he got the door open trying to run this water hose out the door to run this water down on the street. You look out the door, you see every neighbor doing the exact same thing. And we've been at this since the time we got up this morning. And it doesn't look like it's getting any better. It's like it's staying the same. That's because the system has been overworked. I could get mad. I could get frustrated. I could have said I ain't doing Bible study today. You know what I said? The devil is a lie. All things work together for my good. Greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. I might be delayed, but I will not be denied. Y'all won't forsake me. He gonna work this out for me. Any weapon formed against me, he won't let it prosper. Somehow, he gonna help me get a new couch. He gonna help me. I don't know what he gonna do. I just know he won't lead me through it. He gonna help me. He gonna help us. He gonna help us get through it. He gonna help us deal with it. He gonna help. I trust him. No matter what we go through, you gotta trust Yah. You gonna go through some stuff. And that's why I love him, because no matter what we go through, we can trust him. If you don't have Yah, who you trust? See, he works that impossible thing out in our lives. Who working impossible things out in your life? These things ain't possible with man. But with Yah, the impossible is possible. Yah said the help of man was useless. Yeah, I agree. He said it was just useless. It is. It's useless. But with his help, the impossible can be done. He might allow us to do a FEMA claim. Who knows? Because everybody in the neighborhood is going through it. It's not our fault. It's because it rained so much that the drain system has been overworked. It flooded. It didn't do what it was supposed to do. It's supposed to be able to handle this. You're going to build all these houses on this street, then you should make your drain system where it can handle all of this. Ain't no need to be mad. My neighbor, we was talking outside, and she was like, I just sat down and cried. I'm like, well, that definitely ain't going to help. That's just making more water. Stop that. Yeah, but well, I'm just praying. I said, but praying without believing that you what you prayed for has been done. It's useless. Faith without works is dead. If you pray and you don't believe that what I just prayed for, Yah has done for me, it's done. It's done. Whether I see it or not, it's done. Just like Noah, Yah told him that I'm gonna build a flood. I'm gonna bring a flood, build the ark. He said, okay. He worked on that ark for 7 years. Year one, he didn't see no flood. He kept working. Year two, he didn't see no flood. He kept working. 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm sure the people was talking about that man crazy. He out there building the ark for talking about it's gonna rain. We don't even know what rain is. They ain't never rained here before. I don't even know if Noah knew what rain was. How you know what something is if you ain't never seen it? But he said, I'm gonna bring a flood. And Noah said, okay, I believe you. I trust you. And he got to building. For 7 years, they talked about him, dogged him out, ridiculed him. But he didn't stop building. Okay? And then when that water started coming, I bet you they weren't talking about it then. So, and it was funny that today's lesson was about the flood, and we had a flood in our basement. Okay, I don't know. You know what? Sometimes you just have to laugh and keep from crying. But it's all good. It's gonna be okay. Don't give up when trials and tribulations come. Y'all promised that He wouldn't leave you or forsake you. He said it 3 times. He said, "I will not, I will not, I will not forsake you or leave you. I won't leave you without help. I won't leave you without hope." So we're gonna take him at his word. What we have to do, and you know what? His word ain't never returned void. He's always been there for us. He's always worked it out. He's worked out miracles. Yeah, I don't know how he's gonna work it out. I just know he's gonna work it out for me. He ain't gonna let me put he ain't gonna let nothing be ruined in that basement. I declare and decree. He said if you declare and decree a thing, it'll be established. And I declare and decree in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach that he gonna work all this out for me. I won't lose nothing. My fireplace, my antique stereos. You know the big long antique stereo systems that they used to have. Well, mine actually worked with the little record player on it. I mean, it's something that your grandmama would probably have. Some of y'all might not even know what a stereo or phonograph is. They like, huh? What's that? But for those of you who are old school who know, it's an antique and it worked. But if you got this much water in your fireplace, you know the little fireplaces you buy and put in there to add extra heat. They're like a space heater, but they're just a little cutesy fad. This much water. He gonna work that out for us. He gonna work it out. I'm not gonna be sad. I'm not gonna be he gonna get us through this like he has gotten us through so much worse. So I'm saying to you, no matter what you're going through, trust y'all. Who else you got to trust? Huh? You got nobody else you can trust. You got nobody else you can depend on. You can't depend on family. Family's shady. Family want to be there when there's something in it for them. You can't trust them people. Or should I say relatives is shady. Because family, you can depend on your family. They'll do what they can when they can. See, there's a difference between family and relatives. Relatives is the ones that's shady. They're the ones that's only there when there's something in it for them. And if it ain't nothing in it for them, they ain't trying to help you. But family got your back. Family will be there through thick and thin, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're dealing with. Family won't make excuses about why they weren't there for you. Relatives will. They'll make excuses. Well, we knew you was hurt so bad, we didn't know how to deal with it. We didn't know how to help. Excuses. Well, I had this to do and I had that to do and I couldn't. Excuses. Family will always make excuses. But then, I mean, not family, relatives will always make excuses. But then they always want you to be there for them when they going through. But they never got your back when you going through. Child, put them in the relatives category. Family will be there for you. No matter what you're going through, they'll be there to do their best to try to help you to do whatever they can. But I'm just saying, y'all will always be there for you. Even some things, the family just can't do everything, but y'all can. Family can't work out those impossible things in your life, but y'all can. Family can't do exceedingly abundantly above all that you could ask or even think. Y'all can. Family is limited. They can only do so much. Relatives don't care. We ain't even talking about them right now. Child, don't even fool with them. Ain't got time. But y'all can be there for you, no matter what you're going through. He won't leave you. He won't turn his back on you. He already told you, man, boy, and woman day is going to be full of trouble. He already told you because the world, Satan is the God of this world. So how could you not have trouble? Come on now. He's the God of this world for a time. But you do know there is another world to come, right? Read your word. It'll tell you in this world and in the world to come. So there's another one coming. So he gonna be there for you. He won't leave you. He won't forsake no matter what you're going through. You know, and sometimes some things do get you down. And it's okay to cry, but just keep trusting, keep believing. It's okay to be hurt. He gave you these emotions. Just keep trusting. No matter what you go through, no matter what you see, watch what come out your mouth. I can be spouting off a whole lot of negative stuff. I'm not finna do that. Y'all gonna make a way for me to replace my couch. Y'all gonna make a way for everything down there in my basement to work. All my antiques, ain't nothing gonna come out damaged. I don't care what I see. I don't care that the water is up to my calf when I step in the bath. I said I don't care. I said y'all gonna work it out. He ain't nothing coming up damaged. He gonna let that stuff dry out. He gonna help us to figure out how to get this water up out of our basement. And I'm just declaring and decreeing in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach that will be damaged. Don't matter what you see. What matters is what you say. What you gonna call it? You gonna call it defeat? I'm not. I'm not. He gonna work this out for us. So we're going to enjoy our day. We were not gonna let the enemy Hasatan keep us from videoing today. No, we're gonna move forward. Last week we took a break because we were being challenged in our health, and it's a little difficult to do stuff when you're in pain. So for that reason, we just took a little break, and yeah, we trust you to move us through this pain. But this weekend, no, 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 Hasatan, no, we're going to record. I'm gonna. Man said, he said, me too. I might not be able to be on camera, but I'm gonna put my 2 cents in. I'll read from the side, but we will not be defeated, because greater is He that's in us than he that's in the world. See, that's how you fight back with words, with His word. Faith come by hearing, and hearing by the word. You got to be full of that word, so that when trouble comes, you can speak to it. And Hasatan came to Yeshua up on that mountain. He didn't start rambling off a bunch of his thoughts, his feelings. He put the word on him. He put the word on the devil. And you know what he had to do? He had to flee. And that's what we're doing too. We're going to put the word on it. We're going to pray about everything. We ain't worry about nothing. I declare and decree in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, nothing will be ruined or destroyed. The antique stereo's going to work. I declare and decree that the fireplace that's been sitting up under water, it's going to work. The fan, it's going to work. God is God of the impossible. There's nothing He can't do. But he won't move outside your faith. He could, but he won't. He could if he wanted to. He can do whatever he wanted to do. But he's not going to move outside your faith. Those are spiritual laws that he set in place. Just like Hasatan sets some spiritual laws in place. I won't move outside your fear. He needs your fear so he can bring you what you're fearing. Y'all need your faith so he can bring you what you're faithing. I just wanted you to get the point. I know that that was not grammatically correct, but I'm just saying, no matter what you're going through, and we've been through some stuff, honey. We have. We've been through the murder of a son, and God brought us through it. We go through it every day, but he keeps us. We're still standing. We're still smiling. We're still able to love. We're still able to help. And it's not something that you get over. You don't. I cry about it. I get upset about it. It hurts me. Sometimes, I can be laying in the bed and something I show on TV and it'll, in my heart. And you know what? And I just, I bind that in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. I bind it. I bind it. Not today. Not today. Because see, there's little triggers. And some people think, oh, because it's been 10 years, you should be over. You'll never get over it. Let's just be clear. So you people who say that, shut your ignorant mouths. If you ain't never lost anybody, shut your foolish, stupid mouth. Don't be telling people it's been years, you should be. They never get over it. It's not something you get over. It's something you learn to live with. Your heart is forever broken. But you just get stronger every day at dealing with it. So you people who've never lost anybody in your, shut up. Don't be out there trying to get no advice to somebody who's lost anybody. Shut up. You don't know nothing. If you ain't walked through it, you don't know nothing. Shut your mouth. Hate it when people try to tell me about, well, he's in a blah place. Shut the hell up. We ain't trying to hear that. When you go home and you get to hug your kids every day. Shut up. We'd know you was a fool if you didn't open your mouth. Shut it up. Don't try to give advice on things you know nothing about. Just shut up. Because that hurt never goes away. Never. I just learned how to move through it. Other people do too. So if you've never lost a child, don't open your mouth and try to console anybody that's lost a child. You just say, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And hug them. And that's all that should come out your stupid mouth. If anything else come out, your mouth is stupid. Yeah, I said it. Pull up. For real now. So I'm just saying, no matter what you go through, and we done been through some stuff. I done been through some stuff in my 64 years. I done been through some stuff. But I'm not going to stop loving and I'm not going to stop trusting Yah. Because who else can get me through it? You can't. You can't do the impossible in my life, but he can. And he'll get me through it. He already told me. He already warned me. Man, boy, no woman day is going to be full of trouble. But I will get you through it. I'll deliver. And it's not always going to work out the way you want it to work out, so you're going to stop loving him? Sometimes you test it to see if that's what you're going to do. Oh, but he didn't work it out for me. Oh, he took my son from me. Oh, he could. You know what? That's foolishness. I'm going to continue to love him because he gave his son. His son was murdered too. For me. For you. And he allowed it to happen. He could have called in legions of angels and stopped it, but he didn't. And then he had to watch it. He had to witness it. Then they were isolated, separated for 3 days when he went down the hill to take authority and power back. Watched him beat and ridiculed and mocked. Oh, he know what it's like to lose a son. And just like he got his back, we will too. Just like David said, I can't go to, he can't come back here to where I am, but I'll go to him. I'm talking about David in the Bible. For y'all like, who David? Oh. Just like he said when he lost his son by Bathsheba. Because he got that woman husband killed so he could have her. And y'all like, partner, that is not gonna work out for you. We don't do that. Okay? You done got a husband killed so you could have her, and now she pregnant. Well, guess what? That baby's not gonna live. I'm just saying, you're gonna go through some things in life. Why would you turn your back on the one person who could help you through it? And who could turn it around somehow, use it for your good? Am I still waiting on that day? Yes, I am. But I'm trusting you that you promised me that as equally as great as the pain was, equally as great would be my joy. I'm coming up on 15 years, September 6th. I'm still waiting, but I'm still trusting. I'm gonna be like Noah. He trusted for 7 years, but that rain was coming. I'm trusting too. Y'all said that one day my pain, my joy was going to be as great as my pain is. I live with pain every day. Time's going to get tough in this life, but do not give up. Don't turn your back on the only one that can do the impossible in your life. This is Mama Sia.
And Papa Sia.
And this is Get Your
Your
Life
Life
Lessons.
Lessons.
I hope you got something from it today. All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High.
Yeah.
Happy Shabbat. Shalom. See you next week.